Your liver can only process one standard drink per hour, but in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to speed that up through science. Follow me to the board. When you drink alcohol, alcohol converts into something called acetaldehyde, primarily in your liver. And acetaldehyde is 20 times more toxic than alcohol is itself. So you may want the alcohol because that's what makes you feel good, but you definitely don't want acetaldehyde because that's one of the main reasons that alcohol is bad for you long term. It's one of the main reasons that alcohol puts stress on your liver, and it's also one of the main reasons that you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol. Then your body uses an enzyme called ALDH to convert acetaldehyde into acetate, which is basically just non-toxic vinegar, and then you pee it out. You've probably heard it said that the human body can only process about one standard drink's worth of alcohol per hour. If you have more than one drink per hour, then you are going to end up having a toxic buildup of acetaldehyde. The more you drink and the longer you drink, the more stress that you put on your liver, the more acetaldehyde that floats around in your bloodstream, negatively affecting every cell in your body. However, this is where things get really clever. There is an amino acid called L-cysteine, and if you take L-cysteine in the presence of acetaldehyde, then L-cysteine will actually bind to acetaldehyde and form a non-toxic compound called MTCA, effectively neutralizing acetaldehyde. In this product right here, which is called Cheers Restore, and it's an after-alcohol aid that was on the season finale of Shark Tank, and you can get it in over 30,000 stores, there's L-cysteine. There's also a flavonoid in here called dihydromycetitin, or DHM for short. And DHM has actually been shown to speed up the rate of ALDH. If you administer Cheers with or as close to your last alcoholic beverage as possible, then as you're reaching peak blood alcohol and peak blood acetaldehyde concentration, then that cysteine and that DHM is actually going to get in there and speed up the rate of acetaldehyde. This ultimately is going to support your liver and make you feel better the next day. Of course, we also know that alcohol affects your brain. And the way that alcohol affects your brain is that it binds to specific receptors on your brain called GABA. And this is what makes you feel relaxed, carefree, and generally good. The problem is that what goes up must come down. And when alcohol leaves your bloodstream, you actually go into a state of rebound, and this makes you feel irritated, stressed, and generally bad. The DHM in Cheers, however, will actually bind to the same brain receptor that alcohol binds to. And by doing so, it's actually going to buffer this rebound so that you sleep better and end up waking up feeling better the next day. So in that way, Cheers Restore is not only getting rid of acetaldehyde through two distinct mechanisms of action, but it's also reducing GABA rebound, which is arguably the biggest reason that you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol. The way we know that GABA rebound is the main reason you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol is because if you drink more alcohol the next day, you will actually feel better even though you got exposed to more acetaldehyde and got more dehydrated. In fact, if you get up to the same BAC that you were at the day before, you'll typically feel totally fine. The problem is now you still have a debt to pay off, and it's kind of like paying off a credit card with another credit card that's just due later in the month. You actually made the problem worse. So if you're looking at getting at the primary and the secondary reason of why you feel bad the day after drinking alcohol, then you should use Cheers Restore and its patented combination of DHM and cysteine. Just take 3 capsules with or as close to your last alcoholic beverage as possible to support your liver and feel better tomorrow. Our claim to fame is that you'll feel like you had about half as many drinks the next day or your money back. So you can either process alcohol and acetaldehyde at this rate, or you can process alcohol and acetaldehyde at this rate using science.